Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Happy and Blade. This game gonna go ahead and be taking place here on Secret Valley. We have Happy spawning as, well, let me unpause the game. Happy spawning as the red undead over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, we have Blade spawning as the blue human. Human versus undead in this 1v1 matchup. Secret Valley is going to be the map of choice. Thank you for joining me, and I am streaming on Twitch, so if all of a sudden you guys start seeing some text over there on the side, well, feel free to read it, feel free to ignore it. If you do want to join me, I've been trying to stop, posting on Facebook every single time I am going to be streaming. Apparently it clogs down things in Facebook, and I want my post to actually be relevant and interesting to you, so I won't post nearly as much, but when I do post, hopefully it will be those games that are oh so amazing, so good that you definitely want to check out. So follow me on Facebook. If you want to know every time I'm going to be streaming, go ahead and just follow me on Twitch. Well, they have a very, very nifty feature for that, so go ahead and log in on Twitch, follow as well. I am Crota SC on Twitch, so it should be very, very easy to find me. There are no viewers right now, so, well, hopefully you guys are enjoying this, all of you guys out there in the YouTube realm. Now, what's going to be happening? No big surprise. Death Knight going up against... Is it an Archmage? Yes, it is Archmage versus Death Knight. No big surprise there. And how all of this is going to unfold is the big question. Now, Death Knight is going to be opening up with that Tomb of Relics. Does have a graveyard already up. We should eventually see some transition into some Crypt Fiends. But I am curious as to what the late game will bring us. Ghouls just wandering back and forth here. Not very much to talk about. We can see a scouting footman just making sure that no acolyte has wandered its way to try and take down some creeps, or no, some critters actually, and then turn them into skeletal minions. We are going to be looking at the Archmage coming across over. Going to go ahead and engage, drop that water elemental, that Null Overseer running straight to the water elemental right there, as the Null Assassins both get taken down very, very quickly. Now, what is so nice about the Null Assassins getting taken down quickly is that you should be able to finish off this Null Overseer before the Water Elemental actually gets taken out. Picking up a Ring of Protection and a Manual of Health will help, as the Death Knight unable to get the final kill and final shot off there. Death Knight trying to get some easy damage onto some of these units, but unable to do so. Does that peasant have 100 hit points? Yes, it does. One more shot would have done it, but the timing just was not enough. Beautiful denial right there, as that Archmage would have gotten to level 2. Meanwhile, let's take a look over here. Death Knight now doing a bit of retreating. He knows that he cannot challenge this Archmage, but all he can really hope to do is try and deny level 2 to that Archmage, thereby denying mana and denying water elementals. However, we are going to be looking at a water elemental here, in addition to some footmen trying to clear out a 3-1 creep camp away from the action. The Death Knight must be suspecting this right now, and at least punishing the Archmage for all of this play. Death Knight, will he be able to get a Death Coil off onto that Null Brute? No, he will not. There's level 2. And once that Archmage gets Brilliance Aura, water elementals will be, well, flowing, so to speak. Skeletal minions now looking to back off here, and that's all that we're going to be seeing a Happy do at this point. Blade already opening up very, very strong, and there's the purposeful aggroing of the creeps. Not quite sure what that's going to be about. He's trying to aggro all of these footmen, get these units out of position, and by getting them out of position, perhaps making it that much more difficult. You can see Bloodlust has already been cast, and now in comes some target practice before the militia can actually get into the right spot. Nice play there. Happy knowing what he's doing. You see a Death Coil there. Mantle of Intelligence has been picked up. Death Knight still hoping to get in a little bit more damage, but that is just too many melee units joining in on the fight. Ogre Magi. Oh, Death Knight does not get that bit of experience. You did not see a gold come up there, as the Archmage currently sitting at level 2. Death Knight still sitting at level 1, and this may actually start to go well for Blade. If Blade is able to set up an Arcane Tower, any sort of skeletal minion or Death Knight play is going to be, well, rather slow. Now, lately, we have been seeing a lot more heavy destroyer play as of late from Undead. Is that going to be what Happy is going to be opening up with? A lot of destroyers getting in a lot of mana by absorbing mana across multiple obsidian statues. and then just destroying towers that way. Crypt Fiends are now joining in on the fight. Archmage is at level 2, getting very dangerously close to level 3 as the Town Hall is now under construction. Let's take a look at the overall population count. 35 compared to 30. Obvious tech advantage here. Halls of the Dead already underway. We are looking at a slaughterhouse. No upgrade to tier 2 yet, or excuse me, tier 3 yet, as tier 3 is where things really start to get interesting for the Undead. Archmage looking to use this time to clear out the Gnoll Wardens and these, Gnolls and perhaps the Red Drake as well. Trying to pull away that Red Drake is going to be the key here as the Archmage does get to level 3. Alright, a quick purge right there. That actually was not what, that is not what Blade wanted to see happen, but should still have enough units on the ground to finish off the Red Drake and get a little bit more experience, get a powerful item without really suffering any damage onto the Archmage himself. Back across over here, you see the Death Knight being brought over. Skeletal minions. Crypt Fiends are going to be trying to push their way through. You can see the Arcane Tower doing a lot of damage here. And now the Death Knight going to be losing a lot of mana. Alright, damage is going to start to add up very, very quickly. Footman now coming in from the back. And this could get out of hand very, very quickly as well. Skeletal minions slowly getting taken down. Death Knight now being forced to back off. Lich has joined in on the fight. We see Devotion Aura on that Archmage, as the Arcane Tower has just been repaired beyond belief. Now, the units are going to be going back into their respective corners, and now Blade with an economic advantage going into the mid-section of the game should be able to use that gold very quickly for some sort of item enhancement. Unfortunately, I do not believe there are mercenary camps on this map, so he won't be able to pick up any Forest Troll Shadow Priests or Forest Troll Berserkers. That is going to be important, as we are going to eventually see more and more Obsidian statues turn into destroyers, I believe, hence indicated by the second slaughterhouse. Obsidian statues, a very, very good transition, just because it heals up your army, and then when you are ready, you are able to transform it and have a massive magic damage dealing army. Lich still has full mana. We'll see how all of this is going to unfold here in just a second. Water Elemental trying to make its way over to the Obsidian statue. Obsidian statue just dancing around here, as where are all of these units perhaps going to be trying to travel to next? That Obsidian statue already down to 436 hit points. You see one Crypt Fiend, well, not going to survive, quickly gets taken out, as this Water Elemental, it will end up getting taken down, gets level 2 to the Death Knight with Unholy Aura, which is incredibly important. Death Knight, Archmage, Frost Nova, Death Coil, faster movement speed. Archmage now going to try and get away. That Boots of Speed really making a difference there, as the Archmage is just going to perhaps be trying to run some laps. Obsidian statue is in serious trouble though. How quickly can it move, and will the Footman be able to catch back up? A beautiful Frost Nova there, as the Crypt Fiend is going to take far too much damage. Are we going to see a Death Coil? No Death Coil, not enough mana. Trading a Footman for a Crypt Fiend for a Footman. The Crypt Fiend was guaranteed to be dead anyways by that surround. And guess you take what you get, and you don't throw a fit, and you try to fight your way back into this. Obsidian statues currently in play here. They could take a lot of damage from these water elementals, and there's nothing to really punish these water elementals as of yet. Until we get destroyers with Devour magic, I don't think that these water elementals are going to be able to do a lot. But you do see already 4 Obsidian statues out onto the field, and let's take a look at the population count. 36 compared to 44, and this is already with a lot of Obsidian statues out on the field. Death Knight sitting at level 2, Lich sitting at level 1, and all of this is just, well, how is this all gonna shake out? Lich does have that Orb of Corruption that is going to be incredibly important. Are we going to be looking at a Pandaren Brewmaster for Breath of Fire to handle what eventually will be a large number of flying machines? That's what I have to believe is the follow-up play. Mountain King is already in play, as well as we are going into Workshop. Flying machines are being added, and those towers, surprisingly, have not been upgraded yet. By not being upgraded, that does indicate a little bit of something there. Destroyers, 3 of them, 4 of them now up in the air, and they're just going to be going straight after this one arcane tower that goes down in a matter of seconds. There it goes, and the flying machines, well, they know that they cannot engage at this point. The destroyers perhaps should just be holding position and trying to fight back against all of those units. Meanwhile, let's see how all of this is going to go down here. Multiple flying machines across here as well. As you can see, the damage is just starting to add back up. Flying machine after flying machine will be added as the flying machines are trying to get back, as the destroyers are going to be slowly running out of mana. All right, still a lot of attacking coming in. Frost Nova and, well, splash damage from those destroyers. That's starting to add back up extremely quickly, as we're going to see more peasants getting taken down. You do not want to give too much experience to the Death Knight. Once the Death Knight gets to level 3 and the Lich gets to level 3, hero nuking becomes more of just a mass spam than anything else. Peasant after peasant now taken down. Flying machine's going to be coming back the other way. You can see a lot of damage going back here as we are now going into the engagement. Death Knight has to be extremely careful. One Crypt Fiend trying to hold the position. Are we going to perhaps see some Frost Novas or Frost Armors onto these destroyers? That is the next big question here, as well, a lot of units have been taken down. Supply count 50 compared to 49, and you got to remember that the human player does have more workers, or had more workers at some time. They were all taken out here, so the economic advantage is pretty much moot at this point. All right, more and more destroyers now trying to fly back here. No breath of fire at all. Units are just diving straight on into the back here. Death Coil saving the Lich, as we see the, well, more and more splash damage coming across. All right, is this Lich going to be able to get away? That is the big question, trying to dance around every which way. And, well, the Lich does end up surviving. Panda is going to be trained up here, and all the units now heading over to the bottom right-hand side of the map to heal up. 55 supply by Happy compared to 43 supply by Blade. Flying machines with, well, no real upgrades at all. And we are seeing more and more flying machines still added. Back down across here, you can take a look. Panda in the front line, absorbing a lot of damage. Lich healing up. Obsidian Statue also getting in on the action as well. Fountain of Health healing up a lot more units, as we're going to be looking at, well, a low hit point Ghoul running back down across here. We are going to see the flying machines all here ready to go. And what is the timing going to show? Lich now sitting at level 3. Ghoul extremely low on hit points. Destroyers not coming back the other way. Are they going to be able to devour magic? No, they are not. Unable to get some mana off of those water elementals, and perhaps try to replenish some of those hit points. Obsidian Statue here. Death Knight of Happy purposely pulling away from all of these Ogre Warriors. This is actually going to turn out extremely well, as the Death Knight and the Panda get in an extra bit of experience without, well, sacrificing very much. This good use of 20 seconds could begin the snowball to get back into this game. Flying machines now making their way over here. Well, nope, staying close to the Goblin Merchant Shop. Death Knight unable to buy anything of value, as we're looking to head over by the Ogre Magi camp at the other Goblin Merchant Shop. Obsidian Statues. Well, that one a little bit out of the way. Meanwhile, Archmage and Mountain King looking to get some easy damage across all of these units here. You can see the Nerubian and Spirit Tower actually doing a good job stopping much of this damage. All right, there is going to be some dead Acolyte here. Are we going to be starting to train up additional Acolytes? Yes, we are. But the main portion of the army is not going to be able to get that much damage. Is he going to be able to force a Scroll of Town portal? That's the question, as the destroyers now go to town onto all of these peasants. Peasant after peasant now taken out. Lich sitting at level 3, but that is a base to give, so to speak. Haunted Gold Mine down to 4,000 or 4,690 gold, and also sitting just outside of 600 hit points as it constantly takes damage. Triple water elementals with the Archmage still topped off on mana. 336, that's going to be quite a lot, as the Death Knight now runs on in to try and stop all of this damage here. Mountain King was taken down in the back. Not quite sure how it was taken out there, but damage is done and dealt. Switching targets now. Happy going after all of these crazy buildings. Is he going to be able to get a breath of fire? All right, there's a Staff of Teleportation. Archmage comes back. Where are the rest of the units? Flying machines, there it goes. Flying machines now flanking every which way, as these Obsidian Statues are perhaps in serious trouble. Another destroyer going to get taken down. Sheer mass numbers, the reason for this victory, as the Obsidian Statues are trying to make their way over. Death Knight is going to be able to get a Death Coil off. No, unable to save much of anything, as the Panda is going to be able to breath of fire here. No, out of mana once more, but triple Obsidian statues helping as the Archmage, well, ends up getting taken down. Obsidian statue down to 64 hit points. Perhaps should be staying relatively close to this Death Knight. Only real way to heal hit points is with Unholy Aura or a repair, but we don't see any acolytes nearby. Obsidian statues now still making their way over. A Lich should have really early Frost Nova down this Arcane Tower. Arcane Tower is, well, taking a lot more damage than I would have expected, as the units are now looking to back off again. Are we going to see peasant after peasant starting to fall? Yes, we will. As they do fall, well, the repair rate is going to drop off significantly. Panda sitting at level 3, Death Knight sitting at level 4. All the peasants are pretty much dead. 38 supply compared to 41. And it is definitely a bad day to be a worker. Town Hall with pretty much nothing left there. A squadron of flying machines ready to pick off any destroyers. And this actually is going to be putting Happy in a strange spot. He wants destroyers. Ultimately, he has the extra... He has one extra Obsidian statue that then he needs. So converting it to a destroyer would make a lot of sense. Yes, there it goes. It is now once again a destroyer, finishing things off. Death Knight not going to level. Panda not going to level. Lich, I believe, is not going to level either. 3 heroes, just going to be a little bit shy of level 4. All right, Ghoul now keeping track of the flying machine squadron as it looks to fly away. Vinyl Troll Trapper taking down. Panda sitting at level 3. Lich still sitting at level 3. We should be getting more peasants back on the gold mine right now. Healing back, or getting all of that gold back into play. We are also looking at siege engines joining in on the fight. Siege engines incredibly powerful, incredibly strong, very difficult for this particular army to try and actually take them down. Do we have the anti-air attack? No, we do not. But that still may just be enough as the destroyers are finishing off peasant after peasant. Flying Machine has really nowhere to go. Do we see the bomb upgrades as of yet? No, we do not. Just more siege engines and not even the anti-air attack. Blade is going to be in some serious trouble as Happy is dominating this game. And now heads back over here to the 3 o'clock position. Blade is going to be suffering a shortage of peasants here as they all get taken down in just a matter of seconds. Is he actually going to finish off the Arcane Vault? It looks as though he is going to finish this expansion this time around, and by doing so, even the playing field just a little bit. Alright, Arcane Vault, Obsidian statues, destroyers all here ready to go. Meanwhile, Flying Machine still lying in wait. We're going to be going in for a fight. Knight is attacking, upgraded with, well, no armor and no animal war training, so only 835. It does want to get in here as the siege engines are finally putting pressure on the inside of this base. Flying Machines could be coming across from back the other side. They do have the siege attack now, so it could go ahead and take them down. Death Knight using this time to finish off a couple of those key buildings at the expansion as the Flying Machines, well, they're going to start their bombing run right now. All right, bombs away, down to 746 hit points in just a matter of seconds. However, triple towers with the help of the Black Citadel causing some serious issues as the Knights now looking to finish off more units again. Back down. What are the destroyers doing? Destroyers are going after the castles. This is not the best spot to be in. The armor types are just all inconclusive as the water elemental could just get absolutely devoured in a couple of seconds. Siege engines looking to finish off the Black Citadel. Destroyer is going to go ahead and finish off these siege engines. Siege engines are strong, but, well, they are strong, but in mass number they can still get take a lot of damage from those destroyers. Hello, Ventus, longtime fan. Thank you for watching for a very, very long time. Archmage, Paladin, Mountain King, all joining in on the fight. Siege Engine with that -2 armor, gonna quickly get taken out. Or -3 now. -3 armor, quickly gonna get taken out. There it goes. Level 4 now on the Panda, so we may have... Well, nope, we have the end of the game. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this game between Blade and Happy.